Ocean Crisis. Let's Save the Marine Life. Written and illustrated by Hank Chen.
Table of Contents. Chapter 1. The Blue Planet. Chapter 2. Troubled Waters. Chapter 3. A Global Effect. Chapter 4. Saving the Seas.
Chapter 1. The Blue Planet. Rocky shores, tropical coral reefs, frigid polar seas, even the black, sunless deep. The ocean is a collection of many habitats all bursting with life. Oceans may seem too big and vast to be harmed by anything humans could do. But the effects of human activities are everywhere. Giant schools of tuna have been reduced to small, isolated groups. Huge heaps of trash cover large areas of ocean. Dazzling coral reefs are becoming gray lumps of rubble. The oceans and all of the life within them are in danger. The oceans formed billions of years ago. But it has taken less than 150 years to change them forever. Fact. The average depth of the ocean is about 12,400 feet, 3,800 meters. Its deepest point is the Marianas Trench in the western Pacific Ocean. The trench is more than 7 miles, 11 kilometers, deep. All of Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain, would fit into the Marianas Trench. The mountain's top would still be more than a mile from the water's surface.
Sea of Life. Why oceans are needed. Why should anyone care what happens to oceans? People live on dry land. Many live hundreds of miles from the shore. But what affects the oceans affects people too. People around the world rely on the ocean as a main source for food. About 3 billion people worldwide eat more than 112 billion pounds, 51 billion kilograms, of seafood per year. That's 37 pounds, 17 kilograms, per person. Additionally, fisheries and aquaculture provide jobs for 540 million people worldwide. The ocean is Earth's largest source of oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for all life on Earth. Green plants produce oxygen. Phytoplankton are one kind of green plant in the ocean. Billions of these one-celled, tiny plants produce half of all the world's oxygen. Aquaculture. Raising aquatic animals in water for human use. Phytoplankton. Different kinds of one-celled organisms that live in water and provide food for larger creatures.
Chapter 2. Troubled Waters. Humans have caused major changes to the oceans and the life within them. Countless species are gone forever. Entire habitats are permanently changed. What led the oceans to this troubled state? What a dump. Humans have created many things that enhance life on Earth. As different industries grow, harmful amounts of waste and trash increase. This waste and trash are often thrown away in ocean waters. Pollution can be anything from a single gum wrapper to tons of toxic waste. Throughout the last decades, ocean pollution has become deadly and permanent. Pacific trash. In ocean waters between California and Hawaii, a current spins in a clockwise spiral. For years, tons of trash have drifted into this current and become stuck. This area, called the Pacific Garbage Patch, is about the size of Texas. Because it is so far from any country, none have taken responsibility for the cleanup. Several scientists, however, are committed to keeping the trash heap from growing larger. Solid waste. Ocean trash is a threat to life under the sea. Many animals swallow bits of trash thinking it is food. This causes painful and deadly damage to their bodies. Other times creatures become entangled in lost fishing lines and nets. The lines cut into their flesh and cause terrible gashes. Air-breathing animals, such as dolphins or sea turtles, can drown if they become caught in these nets.
Plenty of fish in the sea? In many areas of the world, seafood is a main part of a person's diet. For decades, large fishing companies had no limits on how much fish they could catch. The more fish they caught, the more money they could make.
But overfishing has had a great effect on the ocean. Over the last 70 years, fish have been taken from the ocean faster than they can reproduce. The fishing industry now sees smaller and smaller catches. Many of the fish species commonly caught for food have declined. The Atlantic bluefin tuna population is down to 4% of its original numbers. For every 100 of these fish that once dashed through the sea, only 4 are left. Overfishing isn't limited to fish. Whales, sea otters, sea turtles, and other marine life can be overfished too.
Chapter 3. A global effect. Ocean life is not the only life in danger. Entire habitats are damaged by human activities. All habitats, land and ocean, are connected. Whatever affects one habitat will in time affect all. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a gas that animals breathe out. It is also released when burning fuel. Carbon dioxide is in the exhaust of cars and the waste of factories. In the past century, the amount of carbon dioxide in the air has greatly risen. It affects the air and climate. It impacts the sea too. The extra carbon dioxide in the air reacts with ocean water. It causes the water to have too much acid. The slightest rise in acid can severely harm marine life. The shells of shellfish such as clams and oysters become thin and fragile. Young shellfish will be unable to grow a shell at all. The rise in acidity also makes it harder for corals to produce their sturdy skeletons and to produce young.
Changing weather. Carbon dioxide causes more harm than just acidic water. Carbon dioxide trapped in the atmosphere creates a greenhouse effect. As a result, temperatures around Earth rise. In the ocean, an increase in temperature of just half a degree affects life within. Animals that prefer cold water move closer to the poles. The animals that prey on them must also move to colder waters. If not, they will not get enough to eat. Fact: if the entire East Antarctic ice sheet were to melt, it would release enough water to raise sea levels by 164 feet, 50 meters.
Greenhouse effect. Warming that happens when certain gases reflect heat toward Earth and make the air warmer.
Chapter 4. Saving the seas. For all the bad news, there is still plenty of hope. There is a lot of work to do and a lot must change. But if people work together, the seas can once again thrive. What needs to happen to keep Earth's oceans clean and full of life? Scientists have many theories, but most agree on some key steps. How to save the seas. 1. Keep pollution out of the ocean. Industries, organizations, and governments must work together to clean up trash that's already in the ocean to prevent more from entering. 2. Use better fuels. Scientists are currently learning more about the effects of carbon dioxide on the ocean. But the only real way to stop harm to the ocean is for humans to stop using fuels that release this gas. Humans must find cleaner fuel sources. 3. Create better fishing standards and practices. If people want seafood on the menu in 50 years, at-risk fish must be protected. Fishers need to use practices that protect ecosystems. And the habitat needs to be kept clean and healthy. 4. Create more marine protected areas. Ocean life is currently thriving in areas of protected ocean, including areas outside of Hawaii and California. If more of these areas are created, ocean life has a better chance of surviving and recovering.
Become involved. There are many ways ocean lovers can stay connected, even if they don't live near the sea. People can research organizations that benefit the ocean or sea creatures. There are many ways to become involved or raise money. Many conservation efforts have groups anyone can join. They share information about the world's oceans. Countless non-government organizations also work to protect the ocean. The Save Our Seas Foundation and the Ocean Conservancy are just two of the major ones. But it all begins with one person's vision. Anyone can help make a difference. The oceans are endangered, but not gone. There's time to turn things around. People cause the problems, but people can fix them. Think blue. Changes must happen around the world in order to keep oceans protected. But everyone can make a difference. These tips will help the everyday person do his or her part in keeping the oceans clean. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. The process of making disposable items, such as plastics, creates pollution that harms the oceans. Choose options with less packaging. Reuse bags, boxes, and plastic containers. Recycle these items when finished. Make smart seafood choices. Seafood lovers can still eat fish and protect the ocean by making educated choices. Shop and pick menu items that are not overfished. Bike or walk. Most vehicles run on gasoline, which harms air that eventually reaches the ocean. By using less gas and oil, fewer ocean-harming substances are released into the air.
Ocean crisis. Let's save the marine life. Thanks for reading my book. Hope you love it.